Hey guys, Asher, Rachel Legends, welcome to the video. Send us some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you need them out there today. Guys, today's gonna be a big one. It's a 2x on everything. Did you guys summon? If so, brag a little bit. Who did you get? Or maybe you can lament a little bit if you pulled the Grohawk the Bloodied, right, out of a Sacred Shard. We get a 2x on Voids. I got 149 to open today. And a 2x on Sacreds. I've got 8 Sacreds as well for a little appetizer for you guys. All my most wanted champions at this point on my account are Void, right? Specifically, gonna see if we can get some good luck. I had, by the way, an Eternal Soulstone opening like last week at this point. And I got 2 of my most wanted 6-star awakenings in legendary champions. So I'm hoping I can carry that luck from the Altar of Souls over to the portal in today's video and get my hands either, I don't care who it is, either a Classic Keyhulk, or man, I have a little something about Galet, Son of the Pact, man. Actually, both these champions took the worst factions in the game, in Ogryn and Orc, with all apologies to Dark Elves, and really, put them back in the conversation. I'm not going to say they skyrocketed them out of the worst factions, but either way, those are 2 banger Void legendaries. I'm not going to read this whole kit to you guys, but just check out this you guys can pause and read if you want, or go in the game and check it out. Look at this A2. Look at this A3, but then look how it synergizes that A3 with the passive. Oh my word. All right, as always, guys, we have a charitable component to today's video. This time it's from a viewer. We have Justin Braun. Hey Ash, for the past 5 years, I've lost my brother and my stepdad. My mother has just had serious stroke. So for the next shard poll video, could you please donate to a stroke association? It's so important, the victims and the families, that they get the help that they need through such a hard time. That's absolutely heartbreaking, and genuinely so sorry for your loss. As someone who's also experienced loss of close loved ones, I know that you can never truly get over that. All you can do is adjust. So my heart goes out to you, Justin. And we'll go ahead and make a $100 donation to the American Stroke Association for every legendary that we pull in today's video. Guys, let's go ahead and get to it here. I was going to forge a few relics, but I did them off air, and wouldn't you know, any guests, any regular viewers want to guess at what I got? Not 1, but 2 Wand of Submissions. That makes 20 Wand of Submissions I have. That's all I pull. That's all I forge is Wand of Submissions. All right, Sacred Shards first. Let's go. I don't know. What do you guys think is cooler? Sacreds first or Voids first? Either way, you're going to get the Sacreds. We've got Siren. Meh. All right. Give me something juicy here. Nah. Not Noruka. Not a fan. All right. Come on. How about a legendary? Let's just get a few legendaries right out the gate. Not Quagrin the Crowned. Quagrin, what is he? He has the perfect veil. Honestly, I love this ability. If it wasn't, I don't want a conditional perfect veil or increased defense, right? In a block debuff. Like, I love this move, but golly, I just wish it was one or the other, right? Like especially perfect veil, because there's something to be said about reliability, Granted, I can see why the perfect veil on attack-based champions increase defense on defense-based, but still. I also remember a fantastic epic lizard man. Nice Steward of Time ability, passive. Oh, we get good old Relic Keeper, man. Brings me back to the good old days of Relic Keeper. Hey, is this a 2x or is this a 0.5x? Sandlash Survivor. Speaking of the good old days, when she was added, new players, you don't know these things, but she used to be the GOAT, man. People with this Endless Sands, decreased duration of all enemy buffs, increased duration of all ally buffs, and with this Born Survivor, this is a broken epic passive back in the days when most epics did not have passives, right? Ally protection on all allies for 2 turns when an ally's HP drops below 50%. Also a block damage on this champion for 1 turn. It's still not a bad move now that I read it, right? It's still not a bad move. All right, 2 more Sacreds. Let's get 1 legendary out of the way. There it is. Somebody good. Or Shiramani. All right, well, listen. I don't want to spoil the whole video, but we had a video with Scratch as a co-host, and we both shared our top 5 most underrated champions in the game. And Shiramani was on his list. He had 2 champions on his list that I respectfully didn't super agree with. One was Shiramani and one was Lord Champfort. And let me tell you, the debate that ensued in the comments of that video about especially Lord Champfort was wild and really fun to read. Anyway, Shiramani, I don't hate Shiramani. Triple freeze on the A1. solid control on a triple hitter. The rejuvenating wave isn't that bad, right? Heals one ally 50% HP. All other allies 20% HP with a continuous heal on targets with full HP. Not a bad healing move. And then an AoE freeze on a 4-turn cooldown. That's Shiramani. I actually use Shiramani for support and control in some restrictive wave content Centrano, so I can't hate on her too much. Oathbound I actually ironically use more than Shiramani on Soul Cross Centrano's stages. Good AoE defensive base damage dealer. Also brings a decreased attack. Also decreased turn meter. I mean, it's a really good move here with some block active skills as well on the A3. So good control, and I run him in a stun set for some damage as well. All right, guys, that's it. We get one legendary. It is Shiramani, though. Whether you love or hate Shiramani, let's be real. She's not who you want to see coming out of a Sacred Shard, right? Can we agree on that? Anyway, Void Shard time. Here we go.
I will try.
Good. My time has come.
All right, this is where we get into the good stuff here, right? I feel like I'm gonna have at least 3 legendaries out of these Void Shards. Maybe 4. I'm feeling that lucky today. Just starting out with a bunch of rares, though. Gonna cleanse the palate. We did get Lua. Lua with her AoE, her AoE times 3 on the A2 ability. Little heal, decreased target's turn meter. This is crazy to say, but I've always thought that Lua, first of all, she's not like the worst champion, but I've always thought that like, I'd rather Cold Heart. Isn't that weird to say about an epic? I guess not really, because Cold Heart is the best rare in the game, right? All right, Bulwark. We get a Tree Shield Knot. I feel like I say it every time. You could just put me on repeat, but there's 2 of them. I got to talk about them now. This dude's one of my top 5 rares in the game. There's no doubt about it. 100%, right? He's not only the best rare reviver, but one of the best rare supports. He's the only rare that can revive 2. He's got a heal and increased defense, triple hitter on his A1, decreased attack on the A1, granted small version, but still it's better than you can find out there from most rare champions. He's one of the rare rares that I think that everybody should max, because you can definitely get utility out of him in restrictive content as well. Inquisitor Shamil is insanely good. He's basically the best true fear and fear cleanser in the game, bar none, not even close. Has a potential to ignore 100% defense on his A2. Gom Yellowhand, huge fan of this dude. He's relatively new. He's got the AoE stun, 75% on a 3-turn cooldown with the decreased turn meter, and an increased speed, and a continuous heal on all allies. What an interesting kit here, but he brings a lot of what you need: control, and healing, and increased speed. And there's more than just that. He's got a leech as well. Really, really cool, and I guess maybe even underrated recent-ish addition to Raid. Selenia Nightcloak is probably the best rare burner in the game, but that's not saying much. There's not many good rare HP burners. Prundar's okay. No offense to Prundar fans out there, but we're not going to read everybody's kit here. Deneb the Tusk Knight Painkeeper, using the Marooned. I made a tandem video highlighting both using the Marooned and Gom Yellowhand, the one that we just talked about. Basically 2 new Skinwalkers, both Void, who are both really freaking good. You know, I won't read his whole kit to you guys, but Yuzin is very, very good as well. Okay, Dened, I don't know, he's got an AoE strengthen. He's got that. That being said, he's still very underwhelming outside of that one buff that he does make him incredibly unique. I like Gear Grinder a lot. Basic champion, heals and a revive, you know, for a rare. We're not here to talk about rares. Let's be real. Can we move things along? Is this a 2x or what the heck is this, man? All right. Man, maybe I was a little bit lofty in my 4 legendary expectations, huh? Talk about calling your shot and bricking. Reliquary Tender. She's one of the best. Rare cleanser and a reviver too. Azure, I've always thought him to be a bit underwhelming for a Void epic. I wish they buffed epics, but you guys know the technology just isn't there. Okay, here we go. It's Venus! Okay, it's hard to be disappointed about Venus. I'll definitely empower my Venus. Venus for a long time was just one of the best champions, I think, in the game. This is before Lydia, because she was one of the only decreased defense, weakened champions, especially being a Void affinity defense, decreased defense and weakened champion on a 3-turn cooldown. Before Lydia, we had Venus, we had Dracomorph. Like, I feel like I might be forgetting one champion but we didn't. It was before Bellinor had an AoE decreased defense and weaken. This is before a bunch of mythicals had it. This is before, again, Lydia. This is before Yenseska Grailbraid, right? This was just very hard to find the 2 big damage escalating debuffs on the same move. Moreover, she got an AoE HP burn, which is fantastic. She got poisons on her A1, which is fantastic. And she really has one of the better tandem abilities in the game in terms of the companion champions with Cupidus, right? Giving her a brand new move where we can reduce or move buffs, excuse me, and potentially grant an extra turn, right? You put that all together with, like, I think she's got like 22k base HP. She's super tanky. She can deal some damage. She's still a fantastic Void Legendary champion. All right, let me make some room. I'll be right back. All right, guys, how we doing in the tournament here? Pretty good. We're still in second place, though. We get the Kraus Perfect Soul, as well as the Mythical Relentless and 10 Kraus Fragments. Golly, I would love to be #1 in this tournament. I would love to be. All right, let's see if we can claim everything. We're still a ways away from the big boy, the Eternal Soulstone, as well, even though, alas, the Eternal Soulstone event has passed, which is a shame because we only get like one of those a year, right? But, you know, like everything else, I'm sure they'll pick up the frequency. Harrier! Get out of my video! Sorry, I've got like this lingering sore throat, so I can't give the hate that I'd like to give. The energy for Harrier. All right, we have Tree Shield, Harrier, and a bunch of blues. Exciting stuff. Cold Heart, shout out. But come on, man. All right, Ifrit, Doomscreech, Dened again. We get some Ifrit again. Hollow sucks. Dilgal, all right. Ashwalker, he's a goat. He's a goat. Something about the name. And a bunch of blues again. Golly, come on. Come on, Plarium. Ursula the Mourner, I mean, we got some claims to fame here. We'll talk about them after we see the rest of the lineup here, right? We got Tree Shield again, Dagger, Selenia, Scrapper, and Stitch Beast, and Malbranch. So Ursula the Mourner has the best revive out of any epic in the game. It's really up there with some of the best revives out there in the game. And Seducer has the best abs out of any champion in Raid Shadow Legends. Ladies, 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 calm down. Stop liking my videos. Stop. Stop, I swear. Top 5 abs ranking tier list. I know you've all been dying for it. Coming at you soon. Probably after the Wings tier list. All right, here we go. You know, the fellas need something, too, to get excited about. The Wings, we'll have that. Glade Wolf, actually a beast. New-ish rare champion. Scrapper, Dilgal, and a bunch of rares. Let me guess. All right, Ox and Selenia. Fantastic. Okay, come on, man. Let's make it rain. Make it rain. Legendaries. Dened, Ifrit. I'm sick of naming the same dang champions. All right, Seducer, Genbo. Seducer, you already had your 10 seconds of fame, buddy. Calm down. Confessor. Confessor is worth knowing about because she has a, nope, forget it. I'm thinking of Skirmisher, not Confessor. Genbo, I like Genbo. To me, he's a pretty solid Void nuker who has some nice synergies with decrease attack, increase attack, and he's Void, so, you know. And a pretty good turn meter on that A2, in addition to damage and self-buffing moves. Hey, Confessor, we were just talking about you. Were your ears ringing? We'll talk about Confessor briefly, but still no legendaries. This is going swimmingly. I am first place in the tournament. Demitha is maybe kind of a legendary-esque in disguise a little bit. She's definitely one of the upper echelon epics out there with the block damage, continuous heal for 1 turn, 2 turns respectively on a 3-turn cooldown. She's got this good Light of the Deep ability where she's increasing duration of buffs, decreasing duration of debuffs, as well as healing as well. So she brings a lot to the table there. A very unique skill set. And I have 29 shards left. I got to make room for the final time, but I promise you there'll be a Void Legendary in the future here, so stay tuned. So because I forgot to talk about her, Skirmisher, she has an AoE Dispelling Shot, removes 1 buff from each enemy. This ability, especially for a Void Affinity, for a rare champion on an AoE in Clan Siege, is a secret weapon, because there's no shots at removing Stone Skin rares. There's a surprising lack of AoE buff removal, and she's got it on a Void rare champion, so she's worth at least knowing for rare only Siege battles. There you go. Niche, but you know, now you know. All right, Void Shards, 29 left. That means I'm gonna have to pull 9 solos. You guys don't have time for that. See if I can buy one Void Shard. Let's see if I can get one. Confessor. We have Rugnor, Dilgal, Lightward's Siandra. Lightward's Siandra, I haven't maxed. She's one of the only epics that I haven't maxed out in the game. An AoE, she brings her own increased accuracy, increased crit rate, increased duration of all buffs on this champion. Very selfish. And then a 2-time hitter, stealing turn meter. And then increases champions' attack by 2% for each buff they receive, up to 30%. Stealing buffs on the A1. Definitely doesn't wow me for a Void. I don't know how hard she hits, but doesn't blow me away. All right, here we go. Glade Wolf, number 2. Centurion. I actually did a little guide on Glade Wolf, then I used him to for the fusion. So maybe I'll build another one so I have him in my collection. I can't believe I've gotten 1 legendary, guys. I really cursed myself. It was the curse of Ash. Talking about how lucky I'm gonna get, you know? Skull Crown, we like you. We love you. But come on. Where's the Voids? This is a 2x event. Glade Wolf, okay. You've made your point. I'll max you. Get out of here. All right. Can't empower you. That technology isn't there. Scrapper. Oh, Scrap. Wait a sec. Ladies. I know you're only 1% of my audience, but hey, I think the world's trying to tell me something here. Cut to 99% of my viewers being like, dude, stop with this. Seducer, take a step aside, Seducer. Oh my word. I don't remember giving Plarium rights to my bod to use this champion. All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Here we go. I mean, maybe I was wrong with Seducer. I don't know. Seducer's maybe a little more svelte, a little more muscular. All right. Here we go. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. All right. Come on, man. Ox. I said I was going to get 1 Void Shard. I apologize. I didn't. I just opened them in a fit of rage. I can't believe it, man. That was a real bummer. Really didn't get very lucky there, but hopefully I can, you know, hopefully maybe you guys cannot spend on on shards and use me as inspiration as to why you didn't. There we go. Hey, wow, 150 Void Shards, and maybe, I don't know. You know what? No. I was going to say maybe I'll re-up, because I promised you 1 legendary, but I'm just going to, you know, what can I say? The Talarian gods are frowning upon me today. That's going to do it. Hey, it's still 2 legendaries at the end of the day, so we'll give that money to the American Stroke Association. You can see that donation on the screen right now. And hey, if you guys have the kindness of your heart to make a donation as well, I'll have that charity link for you guys in the show notes below. Hey, we didn't luck out at all, but you know what? It is what it is. You can't win them all. I did get very lucky on my Soul Stone, so I'm not going to complain. I do have first place in the tournament right now. So we are at, how much of a lead do we have, though? 14-8? We'll see if we can hang on to it, but there's over 3 days left at the time of this recording. Anyway, guys, we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.